Season 2 of Heartstopper is out to steal more hearts.
A lot of
joy,
positive energy
happiness
to this.
And meanwhile, the show's lead actors are ready to share some of their secrets with us. Who was forced to come out before he was ready to? Who says that she'll probably never fall in love? And who was a nervous wreck on her first day of filming?
Go!
Kit Connor as Nick. The 19-year-old actor is proud of being a lead in Heartstopper, because the show helps young queer people to better understand their sexuality.
We hope that it would empower people and give people the confidence in themselves and help them sort of love themselves.
But sadly, the young man himself didn't get to do it on his own terms. Just like his character in Heartstopper, Kit is bisexual. And his coming-out journey wasn't as positive as he'd expected.
What happened?
The actor revealed his bisexuality in a Twitter post less than a year ago. "I'm bi. Congrats for forcing an 18-year-old to out himself. I think some of you missed the point of the show," he wrote in it. And here's what happened. Months before he came out, Kit was accused of queer baiting after being spotted holding hands with actress Maya Rafiko. The criticism really got to him. And he also didn't want others defining his sexuality for him. The pressure was too much for Kit, and made him come out before he was actually ready to do so. And it hurt him deeply. So much so that he quit Twitter altogether and now keeps his personal life under wraps. Thankfully, the actor has people by his side who support him. It's not only his real-life friends and family who are totally on his side, but his Heartstopper co-stars too. Many of them, including Joe Locke, Kizzy Edgell, and Olivia Colman, stepped up to condemn the fans' treatment of Kit. Now let's talk more about one of those young talents. Joe Locke as Charlie. Getting a lead role in Heartstopper wasn't easy for the actor.
How dare you?
He had to compete with as many as 10,000 other candidates who also wanted the role. But it looks like the casting crew knew exactly what they were doing, as Joe is indeed perfect for the role. And he's proud of his part in Heartstopper. Charlie is probably the most confident character in the show. "I've learned a lot about confidence from him," he said. Joe is also happy that the queer youth now have Heartstopper to watch and can grow in their understanding of themselves.
I thought it was quite cool.
The 19-year-old actor wishes that he had something like this when he was a teen. After all, Joe is also gay and he has quite an interesting coming-out story. He told his family and then made an Instagram post about it when he was only 12. But he quickly understood that he wasn't ready to tell the world about it and deleted the post. Thankfully, Joe got to come out publicly on his own terms a few years later. And he prefers to keep his personal life secret, especially after his fans tried to contact his mother on social media and even called his grandmother to learn information about him. Yeah, it's better to put up some boundaries, isn't it? And we're moving on. William Gao as Tao. The 20-year-old actor teased his character's personal development in the second season. He said that we'll get to understand why Tao is so defensive. He's got all of his barriers up. In season 2, you kind of see why that is, William shared. Tell us in the comments below what you think about Tao's character growth. And of course, your thoughts about his new haircut. Being a lead in a popular coming-of-age series might seem to be a dream come true to some people. But for William, his meteoric rise to fame has been overwhelming. Especially because the actor's fans are so curious about his love life now. Yet it looks like the young man's vowed to keep it a secret. We don't know anything about him, whether he has a partner, or what his sexuality is. Even William's Instagram page is purely professional. But we do know that he's very close to Kit.
Kit Connor and me is like a bromance. Kit Connor, Will Gao. We've got big bromance game.
William is also part of a musical duo with his sister Olivia. They call themselves Waisha Project and they released their EP last May. One of their songs even closes out Heartstopper Season 2. Now let's talk about his on-screen crush. Yasmin Finney as Elle. At only 19 years of age, she's already become a trailblazer as a black trans actress.
I'm just so happy to be seen and to be that person that hopefully will deliver an amazing performance.
And she just loves her character in Heartstopper. Not only is she navigating the world as a trans woman, but she's also figuring out what she wants to do. And she knows exactly what she wants to do, and her path is set, Yasmin says. And it looks like the actress also knows exactly what she wants from her life. Because these days, her fame is definitely on the rise. In November, Yasmin will star as a trans girl Rose in Doctor Who's trilogy of 60th anniversary specials. There she'll work alongside David Tennant and Catherine Tate. Isn't that amazing? Similarly to her queer co-stars, Yasmin wishes she could see representation when she was growing up. Because for a long time she felt helpless and didn't have anyone to look up to.
To the point where, I would get bullied for it because I was so feminine.
But the actress has always had the mindset of an independent woman. So she herself became the change she wanted to see. And now, fans are thrilled to learn details about Yasmin's personal life. She has a huge community on social media with over 1.5 million followers on both Instagram and TikTok. Yet fame always comes at a price, and it looks like it's taking a toll on the actress's dating life. Earlier this year, Yasmin shared that she's been blocked from a dating app for supposedly impersonating a celebrity. What's more, she says that some guys are intimidated by her, which is disappointing. For now, Yasmin isn't even sure if she'll ever fall in love because of her experiences. "I'm too sure of myself to lessen myself for any other person that isn't with me," she said. It might sound sad to some fans, but they shouldn't worry. Because Yasmin is totally okay with being on her own.
Because the way that I'm going, it just doesn't stop, and it's amazing.
And what about the next star of Heartstopper? Corinna Brown as Tara. Being one of the leads in the series taught the 24-year-old actress many things. For example, she's learned to trust herself and her instincts. Besides, it wasn't hard for Corinna to play Tara because they have pretty similar personalities. "I think, like myself, she has got a very positive outlook on life and is very sensitive to things going on around her," she said. But at the same time, Corinna tends to keep things in, while Tara is more open. So it was fun for the actress to explore that dimension. Yet she did feel like a nervous wreck while filming one of the scenes. It was the one in the first season, episode 6, where Tara and Darcy meet in the music room. Not only was it an emotionally challenging sequence, but it was also Corinna's first day on the set. Yet despite being really nervous, she did her best and delivered a brilliant performance. Since the actress is playing a lesbian in Heartstopper, fans are wondering if she's one in real life. However, it's still unknown. Corinna openly supports the LGBTQ community and repeatedly says that queer love is okay, just like straight love. Yet she's never talked about how she identifies personally. Besides, it looks like she is focused on her career these days and isn't dating. And what about her on-screen love? Kizzy Edgell as Darcy. Here's the first thing you should know. The actor uses the pronouns they and them, and of course they couldn't be happier about being in Heartstopper. Kizzy shared that Darcy has become a great teacher and role model for them. "When I don't know what to do in a situation, my flatmate and best friend is like, oh well, what would Darcy do? The Darcy thing helps me with my self-esteem," the actor said. Well, that's a good point of reference, don't you think? It was interesting for Kizzy to watch the unfolding family dynamics and how they impact the characters' journeys. The actor admitted that it resonated with them personally. Not too long ago, Kizzy came out on her Instagram stories. "I am trans-masculine, not a girl," they revealed. Their transgender journey began only last year, and the actor says that as of now they're still figuring things out in their life. Well, it's pretty understandable. After all, Kizzy is only 21. But the best thing is their readiness to open up about themselves. The actor shared that they've never been scared of doing it. That really is pretty important, don't you think so? Who is your favourite character on Heartstopper? Share in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about your favourite TV shows, watch our other videos.
Bye!